Yo, what's going on, guys? Alright, today we're going to be doing some math. So I've been doing some recently, no cap. We're just going to look at how much Welcome to Bloxburg is actually generated. And yeah, so that's going to be today's video. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that subscribed to the channel. Everyone that's already subscribed. Man, I really do appreciate the support, you know. Bro, like, it motivates me so much to keep making these videos. So let's get started. So with Welcome to Bloxburg, right, we did this with Fallen Survival already, where we look at the amount of visits, and then we just take 10% of that, and once you get 10% of the total amount of visits, right, then you can pretty much figure out how much Robux paid access games make. Now, I have a method on how I do this. Like, I go through a couple of different games and I test it out. And if you guys want to see that video, then be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to have that video out soon in the future. So first things first is that you want to get 70% of 25 Robux, right? So it's 25 times 0.7, you get 17 and a half. Now I think Roblox take 0.5 of that, so you're left with 17. Okay, so you have 17 Robux after every single person that purchases this game, right? So once a person purchases this game for 25, you get 17. Now 17 times 10% of 8.5 billion, that is honestly an insane number. So you want to go 17 times 850 million, which is 10% of 8.5 billion, right? And then you get 14,450 million, bro. Now that is an insane number, bro. 14.4 billion. Now you're probably wondering, like, what is that in USD, right? So the way we do this is we could just go times 0.0035, because you get $3.50 per thousand, right? So you get a $3.50 United States per thousand, and we could do this to get 50 million United States dollars, bro. This game has made more than $50 million. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, like probably everyone has, but this game actually got sold to a studio for $100 million or something around that, right? So it got sold for 100 mil, and it's generated, just alone by sales alone, it's generated 50 million. Now, if we look at the game passes as well, bro, generally when you look at game passes and in-game sales, it's probably made 4 times this number in terms of game pass sales and in-game item sales, right? So if you look at the store, we have all these different items which equal to, how much do they equal, right? Like 3, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. So 2,000, you want to get 70% of 2,000, which is 1,400. And say out of those 850 million people that purchased access to Bloxburg, you get another 10% that have purchased all these game passes. So now this is a bit of a stretch, right? But anyway, 8.5 million. We get 11,900,000 times 0.0035, and we get 41 million. So just from these two things alone, we get that this game has made more than 100 million United States dollars. I know 40 plus 50 is 90, but I'm gonna exaggerate, you know, just a bit more. So that's 90 million or 100 million United States dollars, bro. And then it goes sold off for 100 million. So that leaves the grand total for Coptus at 200 million dollars. Bro, for a Roblox game, that is honestly insane. This, like, that has made more than 200 million dollars, bro. So and it continues to generate money. Obviously, I actually think it's making around 30 to 60 million dollars a year, and we can look at how it does that sometime in the future. But yeah, so I think like it's worth it, especially if you guys want to like consider getting into like Roblox development. You always have to look at like what is possible, right? Like you have to look at what's possible. Now this, for its time back then, was really, really well developed. Now this has been around since when, bro? When did this come out? 2014, right? So it's been around for 10 years. One thing you should consider is that the Roblox landscape has changed immensely, bro. There's so many more different types of games. The variety is like way above and beyond. The developer hub, which supports developers in like learning how to code and all that good stuff, you know, that's been improved insanely well, man. So the amount of people creating games that are like this or like on par with quality has grown exponentially throughout the past 10 years. Now the 10 years before that, it wasn't quite like that, right? So if you go from like 2006 to 2014, it was a pretty slow but progressive build towards these types of games. But in the past 10 years from today, which is 2024 to 2014, we've seen that the development of games, the quality of these games has gone up exponentially. Now that's just because of money, right? Like once you can start making money from a product like Roblox or a platform like Roblox, you would expect that the quality of the things that are produced goes up insane at insane heights as well, because now all of a sudden people are devoting resources, time, they're getting paid for it, so they're going to continually improve. A good example of this is Pet Simulator X, which, you know, like if you look at the user interface and how everything works, you know, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into doing that. Now, yeah, so this game has made over 200 million United States dollars. It was purchased for 100 million. So that means it should be valued at, like, in my opinion, honestly, like $3 to $5, maybe $600 million. Bro, that's $500 million of valuation of a Roblox game, right? So like let that sink in, bro. Like that's $500 million on just one game on all of Roblox. Now there's obviously there's probably millions of games at this point, right? People have like spent so much time, so much energy in creating all these awesome games, man. And yeah, Fallen Survivor. We did a video on Fallen Survivor and how much money it made as well. So if you want to check that out, you know, that's on the channel. But yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think about Bloxburg. Do you think it deserves to have made this much money? In my opinion, right, I think it does, because, bro, like in 2014, they created something, right, which was Bloxburg that Roblox needed. Like it was lacking something like that for the majority of the players, and that kind of paved the way for the future. Now, before Bloxburg, obviously there was other games that paved the way for Bloxburg, if that makes sense, right? And hopefully we could get into that in a video at a later time, man. But if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe. If you want to see how I got those numbers of 50 million and 40 million, like what I mean by that is like obviously 10%. That's easy to get that number. But how do you know that 10% of people actually is the raw amount of people that purchased the access to Bloxburg, right? How do we do that? So in a later video, I'm going to try to get into that. So if you want to be around for that, be sure to subscribe. Also, once again, thank you so much to everyone that's been supporting the channel, man. I really do appreciate you guys so much. And that's going to be for today's video. Take care, guys, and peace.